Hey guys, what's up? So, I thought I'd do something a little bit different this time because this week is Mental Health Awareness Week. Yeah, from the 14th to the 20th. And one of the things that it is about stress. So I thought I'd go through with you a little bit in terms of some things that. So sorry, this is a weird thing. Let me explain. A while ago, I had some bad thoughts, or at least in the sense of I questioned a lot of things that made me panic, or and maybe question things that I didn't like about aspects of just general life and the universe and everything. And then I had ideas about it. So then, this time, right now for you lot, I thought I'd share these ideas that I've had in some ways that hopefully, if someone watches this and they feel down or stressed about the aspects of just mundane life, then this might help. So one of the things I thought about years ago was the aspect of just what matters in life. The idea of not like why we're here and all that crap, but now that we're here, why? Do what we do, do what we do actually matters to people? Or at least to the aspect of the grand scheme of everything. Because it is a bit difficult to think about that all the time, or at least in the sense of that realization that you have about the universe and everything, and about how what you think about may be worrying you that day until suddenly you realize that, oh damn, that may not be worth it. You look back at your life and suddenly you realize that what you haven't done is worth anything good, or you keep comparing yourself to other people so much that it's almost impossible to just to even look at your own life as nothing but a failure. Because I've done that a lot. Where I've seen myself as a failure for so many times because of the things I haven't done, all the musical things I have done, and which then made me look at well, what's the point of going through this life, in the sense of I'm this old, how many years old now, I haven't done much, compared to anyone else, or what aspect am I going to do later in life that'll make anything worthwhile? So that bothered me a lot, it made me a little bit worried, a long time ago, in terms of it made me question so much, but then I had these ideas in the sense of let me start off with what I heard in a random lecture on YouTube that I'd suddenly found. It was a clip, and it was the idea that we are not born into this universe, because a lot of people said you're born into this world, into this universe, and that's wrong. You're not born into this universe, you're born out of it. You didn't suddenly just come into this universe. It's not like you were suddenly just out there in the middle of nowhere and then suddenly you just popped up in this random universe. The universe made you. You are an aspect of this universe, which then made me question a lot of other things in the sense of things that matter and the everyday aspect of life, because it made me wonder in the sense of when people ask you what's it all for. It made me realize something else, that how incredibly lucky we are to even be here, in the sense of human beings, just being here now, in the sense of that we are here in an immense sense of luck, because the odds of each person having to go through generations and generations of evolution and breeding and all that other crap just to end up with you is amazing. To quote Alan Moore, it's like turning air into gold. That sort of aspect. And one of the things that made me realize was that, is that whenever people would think that, oh, my life means nothing, it's because that's the way humans see life. We see it in that way, in such a small aspect, because we can't compare it, because we have to compare it to other things. I don't know why we have to compare our lives to something else, to this grand scheme of a universe that wants us for something better. But why? Because when we're born, we are a product of that universe. We are a product of something that is so unique in you that will never happen again. Since when you are born, you are the universe seeing itself, through your touch, your sight, your heart, your feelings, your eyes, the smells, like everything is unique to you. That's what matters. It is that thing, that aspect of you that makes you matter. That you are there. You are something that has never happened before and will never happen again. That makes you matter. No matter what you do. Because no matter what life you lead, it will always be yours. Because it's impossible to compare to someone else's, because you have no idea what they're thinking. You have no idea what their life will be like. They may look happy and have everything that you want, but deep down they may not have everything. They may feel this emptiness inside that keeps them wondering, like, why am I not happy? But that's the point. Which is like, life itself is that gift of who we are. That we have the greatest thing that this universe can do with us is that we can matter and yet feel like we don't. It's always that conundrum that's going to ponder through everyone's heads. But that's always what made me feel calm, especially in those moments of dark times, whenever I questioned my life, or those huge life choices that I've had, such as like, going to a party to meet new people, like going to a new place where I was afraid of others, going to a job interview, asking a girl out, just that sort of aspect where I was so worried about those small things where it would make such a huge impact on my life that it would ruin everything. But then I realized that my life is my life. What I do in this will only happen to me in my way and never again. That's what makes life for me worth something. Because no matter what, you'll always have something to live for. You'll always have something to get out of bed and think, someone else may be doing what I'm doing, but they'll never know how I feel. They'll never know how I'm going to go through it. That's always the beauty of it. Let the world see itself through you. That's what makes this world so amazing. That's what makes you amazing. So those are some of the thoughts I had whenever I feel stressed out at the mundanes of life, where I didn't feel that anything was worth it. But then I realized that life is there. It's whatever you want it to be. There's no grand scheme. There's no overarching figure telling you what you must or must not do. There comes a point in your life when you can make changes in your life. You can make decisions in your life, but there's no huge thing that tells you that you are worthless. Or that makes you feel that what you did during that day meant nothing. You're always there. You'll always have you to be there in life, and also the fact that you have other people, because it's not impossible. I used to think that as well when I was alone a lot. The fact that like my life was on a road where I was just afraid of meeting anybody and I didn't want to. But then that's the point of it, in the sense of it's still my life. I decide who I can meet and who I can go to, even if it's just short of just talking to one person. That's the point. So I hope that was enough for you guys. I would say go support Mental Health Awareness Week. It's this week right now, 14th to the 20th of May. Like and comment if you have any other thoughts and ideas that you think, what makes you comfort and stress in everyday life. That's it right now. Subscribe for more, and that's it. Bye.